is ITSN Courtside Live, the Coaches Edition.
Indiana Tech women's basketball getting set to kick off their home season for 2011-2012. They had a solid effort against St. Mary's of the Woods just a couple of nights ago with a 96-95 overtime win. With me now here on ITSN Courtside Live is head coach Rodney Hamilton. Rodney, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Very excited about having our first home game for this season.
Definitely solid effort coming up a couple of nights ago as Yasmin Coleman put up 34 points on the board. Now that you got that first game actually that counts for the season under your belt, what have you learned from that first game of the year to carry you on through the rest of the season?
One thing is, as far as a group as a whole, we have about 6 or 7 new young ladies on the team this year, and then we have our returners. It was good to get that road win. It was a hard-fought road win. Going into overtime, just pulling it off with 1 point. Actually, St. Mary of the Woods had the ball with 12 seconds, so it was very important that we have a good defensive stance, and we ended up holding them without getting the shot off. So one thing that we have learned is that we have to make sure that we use the scouting report that we work on, and we have to put it into the game, especially on the defensive effort as a team. Team defense was very important. A lot of things that we had to learn about, closing out on the ball, not giving up open shots, communicating with each other on defense, all those sorts of things that in practice you do it a little bit, but until you get in that game situation, it's always an eye opener, when we go to a place and you have everything that comes with practice that you've tried to learn, and it happens in the game.
Another solid effort came just a couple of nights ago with Alicia Richmond putting 22 on the board. This is a player that's really matured over the last 2 seasons.
Yes, the senior, Yasmin Coleman, she played very well. The first game, hit 34, had 12 rebounds. Ulysses, being a sophomore this year, she's coming into her own, had 22, about 6 rebounds herself. They were able to execute on offense end, and then when the game was at crucial situations, they were able to make big time plays. I think when I always have a statement: players make plays, and against St. Mary of the Woods, they made big plays, and hopefully that will continue. I think they will be coming into the game confident. We're at home, they're in front of their friends, family, in their own environment, and hopefully they could both continue to make those type of plays that they made at St. Mary of the Woods.
The Schaefer Center here is indeed one of the hardest venues in anywhere in the WHEC. Ultimately, this season, you've had a chance to kind of weather this team for the last couple of seasons. Now that you're, I believe, in your 3rd season here at Tech, what is going to be the ultimate goal for this year? Is this a conference championship contending team, or what are you going to be satisfied with here in 2011-2012?
Well, as every coach every year, you always want to be number one, and that's a goal every year. Whether like last year, they predicted us to be 7th. We ended up as 4th, but we were trying to be number one, and nothing has wavered me from that goal. This year, I think we have some more experienced players coming along with some JUCO transfers, girls that played at a high level on winning teams, and then our returners that, for instance, like Ulysses Richmond, Brittany Jones, Yasmin Coleman, those young ladies that have weathered the storm. And we were very hard to beat here at home. We were, I think, 11-4 here on our home court, and hopefully we can try to not to lose any games on our home court, and then also be able to go on the road and get some of those close victories that we lost on last season. But our ultimate goal is, yes, to be number one, to win the WAC championship, and give ourselves the opportunity to go to the national tournament.
You've had a chance definitely probably to look at this Trinity International team. What's going to be standing out from them that you guys are going to have to overcome here tonight?
Yes, just watching film on them, I saw that they were a very feisty team, so we have to be careful with the ball. They get after it defensively, and then on the offensive end, they like to push the ball. They can make open shots if given to them. Our transition defense, for one, is going to be very important for us. And then when we're in half court defense, limiting them to one shot because they were like 13th in the nation for offensive rebounding last year, and we're trying to limit their opportunities, give them one shot so we can get the defensive rebound, and then we can push and try to make plays on the offensive end.
Coach Hamilton, best of luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on, and I look forward to this season. And I think with the leadership of Yasmin Coleman, and if she continues to play like her first team preseason that she was voted, I think we'll be okay tonight.
It's definitely going to be a big 2011-2012 season for the Indiana Tech women's basketball team. Coming up next on Courtside Live, we'll have more of the pregame show. This is Courtside Live on ITSN, your home for Warrior Sports.